Hello, my name is Jack, and today I'm going to be talking about handwriting, about writing with a pen, so handwriting. Not actually on your hand, but writing by hand. And to be honest, my handwriting is very bad. It's very, very bad. I have never had good handwriting. I remember when I was in school, when I was very young and I was in school, they began teaching us how to write. And I was never very good at it because I think that I found it boring. The way that we were taught how to write, I found it very boring. Because what we would do is we would sit down and we would start writing the letter A. We would write down, we would write A like this, and we would write A again, and we would just write A. And then we would write B like this, and we would write B again, and B again, and we would write B. And we would do it for C, D, E, F, G. Throughout the whole alphabet, we would just practice letter by letter. And I was always like, why am I just writing the letter A? It didn't make sense to me. And to be honest, I found it so boring that I just didn't do it. I just began talking to my friends. And I thought that was more fun. But it meant that I always had bad handwriting. And when I was a little bit older, when I was in primary school, they began letting us write with a pen like this. Before that, we were only allowed to write with pencil. So, in order to be able to write with a pen, you have to get your pen license, like a license to show that your handwriting is good enough to write with a pen. And most people got their pen license when we were in year 5. So that's about 10 years old, I think 11 years old as well. But I never got my pen license. I think maybe at the end of year 6, so like 11 to 12 years old, they just said, nah, use a pen anyway, because they felt bad for me. Because I had awful handwriting. When I look back at my old schoolwork, I don't think I still have it. But when I did, I would look at it and I was like, wow, that is awful. But at the time, I wasn't really concerned about how it looked. I didn't enjoy writing, so I didn't care. And then I think when I went to secondary school, so that's the ages of 11 or 12 to like 16 or 18. So that's secondary school. And when I got there, I had to improve my handwriting a bit because we had to use pen. We weren't allowed to use a pencil, but I liked using pencil more. I didn't like using a pen. And my handwriting was so bad that teachers didn't know what I had written. So I had to improve my handwriting a little bit, just enough so that they could read it. And it stayed quite bad for a long time, especially when I was in sixth form, which is years 12 and 13, so just before university. It was really bad, because you have to write so much in such little time, that my hand doesn't write that quickly. My brain can think of what I want to write, but my hand isn't fast enough to keep up. So it was just quite bad. It was quite rushed handwriting. I was writing too quickly. But when I went to university, I didn't have to write at all, not with a pen, because I did computer science. It was all on the computer. So that was good for me. I liked that a lot. And now, when I write with a pen, I can write much more slowly. And I think since doing that, my handwriting has gotten better. It's still not very, pretty. It's not very pretty handwriting, but it's understandable and it's clear and you can read it. Although, in the future, I would like to improve my handwriting more. But yeah, that's been it for this video. Tell me in the comments, is your handwriting good? Is your handwriting bad? Have you had to improve your handwriting as you got older? Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.